This video is about the Lightning Report tab, and specifically how you go about managing this list of reports. What you're seeing is that I'm in the recent tab, or the recent list anyway, and what it's showing right now is it's showing last modified. And if I click on report name, and you'll see what I've done is I've appended a prefix to it, which is a number, which is kind of ones are opportunities, twos are campaigns, threes accounts, fours contacts, fives activities, and seven's a different type of activity. And what you can see is that it does create a logical way of understanding what the reports are. What I really would like to have though is report type. And so what I can do is I can go out here to the gear and I can say first I want to select the fields to display on this view, and I can say okay, I'm not seeing report type here. What I can see though is I would like to have when was this created. I'd like to know how old this report is, so I'm going to save that, and what that's going to do then is going to show what you're seeing is that this is a create date, which we know, but unfortunately, given the size of my screen, that doesn't show well. So I can kind of start to eliminate fields, or what I can also do is to actually go out. There's a report on reports. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new report because it doesn't exist today. So by clicking on new report, what that does is to bring up my report type. I can choose a report type, and these are my standard report types. And these categories over here, unfortunately, can't be changed. But let's just say at this point, I do want it an administrative report. And this is the report type reports. And I'm going to continue. And what it'll do is to build this. Unfortunately, there are no records, mostly because there's no fields. So what I'm going to do is to introduce some fields. So let's say I'm going to add name, and I'm also going to add, let's see, what do I like to have? I'd like to have, let's just say created by and last modified by, and a date, whatever. We can put a whole lot of information out there if we care to. You can see how that works. What I'm going to do though is just to maintain my convention, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 9 here because it's an admin report, and this will be a new reports report, which was the default name, and I'm going to save and run this, and it's going to come in as a new report. I'm going to just accept that, and then we do want to add a description because this is a report on reports. And I'm going to call this default. Yeah, and going to save that. And what happens then is when we look at our listing of reports, we're going to have this information. This does allow us to be able to do an export. We can do other things that we couldn't do actually from the other view. Just the list view that we defaulted to. So what I want to do is I also then want to, I wanted to pick up the report type, but unfortunately because it wasn't there, what I'm going to have to do is to actually build a custom report type, and so we're going to do that in the next video.